And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that lovely brutal OST as we have returned with the second semifinals of the night of the Sparkling Tuna Cup number 42. We are here with the non-stop PvP, the Sparkling Protoss Cup, if you will. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Predictions open. Predictions are open. So place your bets on who you believe will advance on to the grand finals. Will it be one Protoss or the other? Place your bets and best of luck. Meanwhile, during the break, a big shout out to Flip a Flapjack. Thank you so much, Papi. Thanks so much for the support, for the subscription. Hope you've been enjoying the content. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. And thank you so much. Gracias, Papi. Gracias. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you enjoy the cast. Hope you enjoy your emotes. Hope you enjoy our lovely Discord channel as well, where we do share our replays, so you can get your hands on those replays yourself if you are interested in learning how to PvP it up like lunacy. Oh my god, you're down. It has to be wholesome. You're an animal, Pipe. You're an animal. And here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Hardlead, we have our red Protoss player from the land of Poland, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the other Sidestorm player, his teammate. It is going to be a team kill. The blue Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MindelVK. And Mindel has already caused an upset in this tournament. Earlier today in the quarterfinals, we were here for it, we were ready for it, and MindelVK took down Cristiano 2-1. A big win for Mindel, a big upset as well. No one expected him to bring him down. I mean, it was a PvP, and Mindel is a good player, don't get me wrong, but Cristiano has a little more notoriety behind him, and he was poised to make a deep run. He was poised for a Polish versus Polish semis, a PvP in many other ways. Poland versus Poland, but alas, that was denied, and MindelVK is here in his stead. We'll see if we can do it again. We'll see if Gerald can avenge his fallen countryman, his Cristiano. As the frame is going to be shut down, it was a double Stalker opener out of MindelVK. We do have a double Adept opener out of Gerald. Now, it's only 2 Adepts. He's not committing to 4, 6, or even 8 Adepts. Only 2, as he's going to be shading across the map, threatening a dive into the main base. We'll see if MindelVK can keep up and slow this down. Behind this, Twilight Council is on the way for Gerald. Interesting. Twilight Council first, but he is going to be expanding. He does pull some boys. Lost mine time here at the natural base. MindelVK will expand. So MindelVK going for a very economic follow-up with the faster expansion. Gerald going for a very tech-heavy follow-up, going for faster blink. So there's going to be a window. There's going to be a timing where Gerald has blink and his opponent doesn't, as the Twilight Council just now starts up for Mindel. That is going to be an opportunity, a window that Gerald can make use of with his blink advantage. Meanwhile, the Adepts, they continue to threaten shades. We do commit, but we have a shield battery. Good force field as well. We trap one of those Adepts, forcing a recall. Very clean moves out of Mindel. Impressive. Impressive. Fiant in the chat, but Fiant has arrived. Fun fact, I've been asking Fiant to compete and to play in these tournaments, and he's like, Papi, it's too early. I'm like, what do you mean? It starts at like 10 a.m. He's like, no, 2 p.m. at the earliest. 2 p.m. Papi. You're an animal, Fiant. You're an animal. Shaking my head. These young kids, they're degenerates. Fiant. But good morning nonetheless. Hope you're doing well, as we do see Gerald committing across the map. Does have an abundance of Adepts. Once again, threading a shade towards that main, but we are in position. We do shut it down. Mindel holding onto his 2 bases. Blink on the way. Additional gateways have been thrown down. We're going up to 4 gates for Gerald. He has to make a choice, but we've been casting a lot of Geralt recently. He's usually one to get safety 3rd and 4th gateway, leading into a 3rd. Like this looks like a macro setup here, especially with the Robo now being thrown down. Geralt isn't being overly aggressive. That's toy, Fiant. Wash your Widow Mines. Oh, I like it. Hold on. I like it because The widow mines, they're dirty, Poppy. they're filthy. They're disgusting. You have to wash them to keep them clean. I like it. It's good. I approve. Snuggle your SCVs. Oh, that's cute. We cuddle our carriers and we snuggle our SCVs. It's good stuff. Good stuff. As the ups, they are going to be able to shade into the main base. Finally, probe damage is being done. We got 3 probes. We got a 4th worker as well. And can we get a 5th? It looks like we barely cannot. Adept is going to be shut down, but pretty good damage here for 2 adepts. I mean, it was 4 adepts in total, as 2 of them went down earlier. But, you know, trading 1 for 1, it's okay. It's okay. Behind this, there's that 3rd base that we spoke about. Again, Gerald just playing safely, getting up to a decent gateway count. MindelVK with a much later 3rd now on the way. But what does MindelVK make up for in that respect? I mean, Immortal production. Immortals are in production here for MindelVK. So his army is going to be a little bit more robust. We'll have a little bit more complexity to it. Complexity to the army. Forge is on the way for +1. But Gerald will be able to take an economic lead here with that faster 3rd. And Hallucination does confirm that. Hallucination does confirm. So we have a bit of a back and forth, a bit of a give and take. Where Geralt will have the better economy, leading into a larger army. Slightly larger. Meanwhile, Mindel, he does have non-stop immortal production. So in a head-to-head Stalker battle, Mindel will have the advantage. Now, how do we make up for this? Well, we should be seeing Charge. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Charge on the way to mix in some Zealots. Immortal production has commenced for Geralt. Adepts, once again, they try to threaten the shade, but they are being cleaned up. They do go down. The main army coming in from the right-hand side. MindelVK out of position, and we catch some probes. We got 1, we get 2, we get the Immortal! Big pick off. Immortal goes down. A massive catch there by Gerald. Throws down the force fields. We do blink on over. And this may just be a one-way trip. We have to get the hell out of here. We have to recall or just blink out of the main. Once again, good force fields from Gerald. Zoning back the army, blinking the hell out of there. Getting 3 probes, an Immortal, a Stalker, a Pylon. Not a bad counterattack there, as Gerald maintains his supply lead. And Mindel, he was out of position. Again, he responded with his entire army to chase down those adepts. Was caught off guard, was caught out. And now Gerald looking poised here, looking really good. As he has a larger army, his 3rd base getting up and running. MindelVK takes a faster 4th. But with this 5 gateway explosion, Geralt is pushing. Geralt, he is going to be moving out. He had a choice to make. He could either use this money to throw down a 4th or get into the gateways. The gateways have been chosen. Geralt, he wants to be aggressive. He wants to move out. How much do we have? 19 Stalkers at the 16 of MindelVK. Charge in production. It is being chronoed. It is delayed. More oh my, the gateways, they don't stop. More gateways in production here for Geralt. How many in total? We have 8, 9, soon to be 10 and 11 gateways for Geralt. My god. That's a lot of gates. Now, he is taking a 4th, that is true, but again, I do believe that he does intend on moving out first. Does intend on pushing as he expands. Speaking of, here come the Zealots. The Zealots are Immortals. We're consolidating the army here on the front lines. And Geralt is pushing. Can Mindel hold? Oh. So blink in. Good blinks out of Geralt. Zealots are getting picked off. We do rotate around, heading towards the 3rd. More Stalkers are on the way. Again, Geralt just trying to find a way in. Going for the rocks. I'm a little bit surprised that Geralt didn't make a War Prism. There's no War Prism to support here. Only the army. Zealots, they try to go in, but a good position here by MindelVK. Catches a lot of Zealots. What was that? 7 Zealots going down in total over the course of this trade. Over the course of this engagement. So Geralt bleeding out a lot of his army. We blink on forward. We dive on top of the Immortals. We get both. Both Immortals go down. Everyone loses their Immortals, but the Zealots, they collapse on the Stalkers. And these Zealots, they do so well tanking shots and adding some extra DPS here to the army. We dive on the shield battery. Get into the middle line as well. Overcharge is popped. And it does get focused down. Ooh, boys are being pulled. Probes are falling. But MindelVK, he maintains his worker lead. He has 70 probes still. Oh, are we pulling the boys? As we pull the boys. Okay, we're pulling back. Bit of miscontrol there out of MindelVK. But again, his worker lead is insane. He has the better concave as well. The blinks are looking good. MindelVK, he took down Cristiano earlier. And now he's going for the kill. He's going for Gerald. Going for the other Polish Protoss. Chasing him down. Do you have another big warp in? And Gerald, his army has to be respected. He has 23 Stalkers to the 19 of MindelVK. Has to pull back. +3 starting up here for Gerald. Does have an economy. Still catching up. MindelVK moving out. Uh-oh. Gerald out of position. The base is going to fall. Gerald moving through towards the 4th base instead. Both players going to be losing their 4ths. We're going for a base trade. We're going for a base trade. Let's go. Mindel heading for the 3rd. Meanwhile, his 4th is under fire. Is going to go down. Now, the problem here is that MindelVK, he has the faster base trade. He's already here, already at the 3rd base. Likewise, his own 3rd also going down. As they move in towards the natural, look at the units tab. Gerald does have the Stalker lead, and he recalls. Oh, he recalls back home. Mindel, he backs up. He has to get the hell out of there. And he may catch some Stalkers. Quack at your queens. Quack your queens, Poppy. Saying quack your queens, it sounds like you're like squeezing the queen and making it quack. Quacking at your queens, I can get behind. As here we go, the Stalkers, they are going to be engaging, and again, Gerald, he does have the Stalker lead. Has the better concave, the better engage. Yeah, diving on forward, he smells blood in the water. He knows he has the advantage. Yeah, and Gerald, he will take the fight. He will snowball out of control, and MindelVK bleeding out so many Stalkers. The probes are getting caught out. Not like this. Again, Mindel, he's up 20 workers, but it doesn't matter. Not anymore. He has no bases to mine from. Has no economy, no army. He's forcing back the army here, barely holding on. Shield batteries are helping. But it's not going to be enough. It is not enough here as Gerald's reinforcements have arrived. Big warping of reinforcements though from MindelVK. He's trying to hold on. I mean, Gerald's army is quite low. Is looking quite low. We'll force it back. Rotating towards the center. Can we pull off a miracle defense? I mean, we have half the army supply. I don't know how we do it. I don't know how, Bob. More Stalkers are coming in. Yeah, again, half the Stalker count here for MindelVK. It's not happening. We're not holding. We almost took off a Stalker. We do get one. We get one more Stalker. Boys are being pulled. We can afford to lose some workers, by the way. Good target firing out of MindelVK. Trading as efficiently as possible. Very impressive. But still bleeding out a little bit too much. Oh, God. Losses are insane. Gerald, he maintains his lead. Here come the reinforcements. Here come another wave of Stalkers. Oh, it's so close. Do we hold? Mindel. Again, he was out controlling Gerald earlier in the micro, Papi. Oh, my God. The blinks. We chased down Gerald. Gerald, he had double the Stalker count, by the way. He had double the Stalker count. He still has a Stalker lead. But MindelVK, he is microing his heart out. Blinking like he never has before. He won't stop blinking. His eyes are so wet. Ooh, trading 1 for 1. Not ideal. Once again, though. And trading out Stalkers. Gerald, an even trade is better for Gerald. Yeah, we dive on the army. Stalkers being forced back. Do we have a shield battery? Not yet. We need that shield battery. We need that defense. Mindel still with a better economy, still with a higher worker count. Gerald's falling behind. He's down a base, by the way. Gerald's down a base. down in workers. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for Mindel. And we're doing it. Somehow we are doing it here. We're pulling it off. Gerald there, he does outposition MindelVK, takes down the pylon, depowers the shield battery. Heads towards the fort. Thankfully, we do have a second pylon. Do have a second pylon here. Probes are going down. What depths across the map. And not too bad, getting 4 probes. Every probe counts. Every probe does count. Mindel falling back. Gerald pushing forward. Does push forward here towards the bases of Mindel. Yeah, the army has been spotted. And we have pretty comparable armies. Mindel has the upgrade lead. Both players have 3-3. They have +3 attack, but Mindel has +1 armor and +1 shields. He has the better upgrades. I'm sure that has been another factor here in these trades. Mindel, Papi, he's taking a supply lead. He's doing it. Now we got a 4th base on the way for Gerald. It's now on the way, but that may not be enough. I mean, he needs time. He needs time right now. He needs to somehow buy time, maybe force another base trade. The army's out of position. We dive on top of that Nexus. Nexus is going to be targeted. We have the overcharge to keep it alive, to try to keep it alive. And we barely do hold on. And now here we go. Mindel, he's on the hunt, chasing down these stalkers. Rotating back around, forced to cancel. This observer doing so well for Gerald, giving him so much information as to where the army is. And Gerald, he sees all, he knows all with that observer. There's another observer on the right hand side. Does deny control of this Onaga from Mindel. Immortals are on the way. Mindel now with a Stalker lead. Stalkers have been revealed. They've been gone forward. They're going for the base. They have to back off. Oh. Bit of a miss rally there by MindelVK. Oh, bleeding out 2 Stalkers. Bleeding out 1 even. The Immortal gets exposed. We collapse on the army. This is the fight that Mindel has been wanting. And he finally forces the engagement. Stalkers are going down. And Gerald, he will lose everything here. He cannot blink away. He's going to try to, but again, there is no escape. There's no escaping Mindel. There's no escaping the inevitable here as Gerald is down to 5 Stalkers. That's all he has left. As he plummets in supply back at home, he's building up his worker count. He's going for warp ins, but again, recovering from here is going to be so difficult. We have +2 shields on the way. +2 shields. Let's go. In production for Mindel, and now we're going for a big counterattack. Mindel, he weathered the storm. He somehow survived. He made it, Papi. Now he's going for the kill. He's going for the throw. Dives on top of the army. Takes down the Immortal. Takes down the shield battery. That's all we had left. That's all she wrote here. Going for a Warping of Zealots. Immortal pops up on the right-hand side. Not bad. We're holding on. We force back Mindel. The Zealot's doing so well tanking shots. But they're finally going down. Yeah, we dive on the Immortal. We blink on forward. The Stalkers are struggling. Yeah, they are struggling here. And it's just a numbers game at this point. Gerald, he had such a lead earlier. Like, he could smell it. He was so close. GG gets called. And MindelVK takes game number 1. GG. I can't believe it. An insane win there by Mindel. He had, remember, what did he have? He had like 7 Stalkers to the 14 of Gerald. That was crazy. He was down so heavily in the Stalker count. He had half the supply. But he survived. He survived for so long there. Was able to buy time, able to eventually stabilize, get his economy to kick in, and GG. With that, Mindel takes a lead in this series. GG. Now we're getting into game 2. I see this. How the hell do you hold 5 Stalkers versus 10? Right? That's the thing. Like, he was just perpetually at half the Stalker count of Gerald. But it was at that triangular third where MindelVK popped off and he controlled so well. He was sniping Stalkers, blinking and avoiding shots. It was insane what his micro was looking like. That Sparkling Tuna is hype, Poppy. Applaud your adepts. Oh, applaud your adepts. Ah, not bad. I was thinking, what else can you do with A? Announce? Attract? We're not attacking the adepts. We're not Hey, but here we go. We're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn. We have the red Protoss player down in this series, by the way. Another one of our favorites to go far. I mean, he's already made it to the semis, but yes, a fight back here and now for a chance to make it to the grand finals. Representing Storm Gaming, the Polish Protoss, it is Gerald. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Dark Horse. We have the underdog himself, the blue Protoss. He already took down Cristiano. Can he do the same to Gerald? Representing Storm Gaming, it is MindelVK. Here we go. Again, Mindel needs one more to advance on to the grand finals. A finals that I would not have expected. Nice and potentially Mindel. That'd be crazy. Again, Gerald is still the favorite player. He still, again, has a lot of notoriety behind him. He has a lot of accolades to his name. Gerald has been on fire as of late. He should be making it to the finals here, but, I mean, it's a PvP. And anything can happen here. And Mindel's already been popping off tonight. Can he keep popping off? Probe Scout getting across the map. Again, it's going to be a 2-gate opener at a MindelVK. Likewise, a 2-gate opener at a Geralt as well. 2 gates all around. Two gates all around. Pylons have been thrown down in our main bases. A little bit of delayed mining there by Geralt, unfortunately. Did he get a kill? He did! Wow, he killed the probe! Big moment. Big win there for Geralt as he gets a kill on the scouting probe. That should not have happened, by the way. And with that, Mindel's in the dark. It's going to be a double adept opener out of Geralt. Double stalker from Mindel. With that dead worker, we could try to go for one base all in, but with the positioning of the pylon, it looks like an expansion. Looks like the setup for an expand from Geralt. As he throws down a pylon across the map, trying to get a read on the first couple of units. And the stalkers are revealed. Double stalker by Mindel. Double adept by Geralt. As he's moving out, shading across the map. Mindel following his opener with 2 more adepts. More of a hidden adept opener out of MindelVK. And Geralt is not committing to mass adept. He's going back into stalkers. He is getting into his stalker production. Expansion has been taken. Adepts are revealed. Likewise, we can see MindelVK across the map getting some extra hits in. He's going for the stalker, and he will get it. Stalker does go down. A big pick off there by MindelVK. Forced to fully wall off. At the same time, adepts are denied access to the main base. Mindel does fully wall off. Adepts is still here. Meanwhile, he's getting damage done across the map. He will break the pylon. Pylon will fall. Geralt's going for his Twilight Council. going for that Nexus. We shouldn't force a cancel here. Again, with additional Stalkers, we should be able to hold on. Meanwhile, we bust into the main. We force a recall. And after force a recall by Kern, we lock the Stalkers in. There is no escape. A cool move there out of Gerald's walling off. We got 3 probe kills. Can we get any more? We got a 4th. And do we get a 5th? Oh, what a bust. We barely do. 5 probe kills in the main. We get a scout off on the Twilight Council. We force a recall as well. And just like that, MindelVK takes a worker lead. Does take a lead in the workers, but what about the army? Gerald, he has the supply on his side. Is moving out with his Stalkers, with Adepts. Blink is on the way. MindelVK going for a robo into Immortal production. The Immortals will help defend, but Gerald has map control. He has a map control. He is moving out. Does come across the Stalkers. Going for the sentries. Shield battery isn't done yet. We commit to the shade, and the sentry, one of them gets focused down. The other barely survives. Sentry for 2 Adepts. I mean, sentries are quite valuable. So nice pick up there by Gerald. We do see MindelVK trying to chase him down. Gerald's going for defensive warpins. Plenty more Stalkers back at home. And Mindel, he will pull back. And is forced to recall as we do get Adepts into the main. No shot. Adepts into the main base. 4 probes go down. The economic advantage that MindelVK once had, not there. Not anymore. Oh, 6 worker kills. 7. 8. Can we get 9? Can we get 10? Can we get 10? Not quite. But that is still 9 probes for 2 Adepts. That is almost game-ending damage. Like, that is insane. How much damage Gerald just dealt. Ay, ay, ay. With that, he's taking his 3rd base, getting further ahead. Getting into his own Immortal production. Blink is done, by the way. I believe Blink nowhere near for MindelVK, as he does not have the Twilight Council. Just now finishing up. Gerald does have a nice lead for himself. Even though we have Immortals, doesn't matter. We have Blink. We can avoid those Immortals. Can avoid them. Gerald does pull back. Does pull back. Likewise, charge is on the way. Additional Immortals as well. Gerald setting up here at his 3rd. And Mindel is still on 2 bases, by the way. He throws down 2 more gateways, getting up to 4. Hallucination will confirm the 3rd base, and do we expand or do we go for an all-in? That is the question for MindelVK, because he sees how much progression there is on that Nexus. Not looking too hot. Not looking too good there for Mindel. Catches a Stalker. Does catch a Stalker, waiting for our upgrades to kick in. Mindel moving out. As the game settles down a little bit here, a big shout out to Azarel. Thank you so much. Gracias, papi, gracias. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great, I'm assuming, ladder session. Thank you so much for the support. And welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Sparkling Tuna Cup. This is our weekly open tournament. Open to all regions, to all players, and we are here in the semifinals. We have Nice, the best player in all of Taiwan, waiting in the grand finals for either MindelVK or Gerald. And we've had a pretty interesting turnout so far, a pretty interesting dynamic where Mindel's been popping off. He took down Cristiano. He's up against Gerald. He is 1 game away from making to the finals. Can he make it? We're going for Glaives. We're going for, yeah, something quite committed here. Glaives on the way. 3rd base is being taken. But again, Gerald, he has a 10 worker lead. Has an insane economy. But will that economy matter? Will it matter in the face of Glaive Adepts? Prism is on the way, and MindelVK is about to push. He's about to move out. We'll see if he makes the magic happen. Gerald taking a 4th as Mindel takes the 3rd. Just perpetually ahead here in the economy. Welcome to the Sparkling Protoss Cup. True, true. It's only Protoss players left. Only Protoss players have been remaining for quite some time. The Protoss Tuna Cup. The Sparkling Tuna Protoss. Here we go. We are pushing out. Do have some good amount of charge loss, but the force fields are thrown down. They do disrupt those zealots. Immortals though going hand. The sentries are exposed. They're getting picked up. When the prism goes down as well. Good target firing out of Gerald. At the same time, that's a lot of immortals. And we do collapse on top of them. One immortal is barely going to get sniped. Barely, not actually. The juggling here from Gerald saves some of the immortals. Two of them do escape. MindelVK bleeding out a lot of units here in his attack. But he is breaking through. Oof. Losing another Stalker. And Geralt, he's buying time. We have Warpins, we have Shield Batteries, we have an Overcharge. MindelVK is all in. Barely any saturation at the third base. It's just for show. It's just for show here for Mindel. Stalkers are on the way. We can see Geralt coming from behind. He catches the Prism. Prism goes down. No more reinforcements. What you see is what you get. That's all we have left. As we chase down some of those Stalkers, Overcharge is popped. We have to buy it. We have to wait. We have to wait it out. And again, the longer this goes on, the more Warpins that Geralt has. Gerald's slightly behind in the army supply, but he's making up for it. There's 3 immortals with the force fields. Yeah, once again, good force fields here by Gerald, zoning away those immortals, forcing them back. Ooh, and we do snipe them one after the other. The immortals are falling, and there's no saving them. We just see MindelVK trying to take a fight, but he's being overwhelmed, and it looks like that may just be it. Gerald, he has done it. He has held. The all-in was looking terrifying, but very important here that Gerald, he engaged in the center of the map. GG gets called, and Gerald will tap the series 1-1. GG. We're going to the ace match. We're going to game number 3. Let's go. Again, we do have a back and forth here, and there can only be one European Protoss in the finals. Who will it be, though? Geralt or Mindel? There we go. We have our final game. It's going to be on Hecate. It's going to be on Hecate. It all ends here. All ends now. But again, I hope you had a good stream. Hope you had a good ladder session, Pap. Hope you had a good time. Oh. As again, Nice has still been patiently waiting in the grand finals for either Geralt or Mindel. Who will it be? Again, when it came to that final fight, unfortunately, Glaives didn't really add too much to it. Did go for it, but didn't really impact those final moments. But here we go. We're in the ace match, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hecate, we have our Polish Protoss player. The red Protoss representing Storm Gaming. Tying up the series 1-1, forcing the ace match. Can he go all the way? It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player representing Storm Gaming. Being forced into the ace match. Can we bring it back? It is MindelVK. Oh boy. Here we go. This is it. The final game of the series. I would have loved to have gotten even more between these two players. It's been a lot of fun. Has been a lot of fun, but all good things must come to an end. And how will it end? So far, double gas opener into double gateways. Should be a 2-gate opener here from Geralt and MindelVK. But how exactly do we approach this? And how do we deviate? Here we go. Probe scout moving out for both Geralt and Mindel. They will pass by each other here on the bridge. Ha! Beautiful. Probe scouts are moving out, and again, we don't have really any setup for a proxy. There's no hidden probe out on the map. There's no hidden pylon. Pylons are on the way in their respective main bases. So nothing is out of the norm. Nothing is really looking at all different. getting into our openers. At least for now, we're just waiting for the Cyber Cores, and now our first units. We have Double Stalker all around. Double Stalker out of Gerald, Double Stalker out of MindelVK. We'll see if they both move out and they commit to additional Stalkers, and it may come down to the individual Stalker micro to see who gets a lead in the early game. Who will break through? Who will do it? Again, both players are going to be scouting each other. We do have our pylon set up for Gerald. It does get eyes on one of the Stalkers. Barely not the other. So Gerald's not fully aware of what's going on. Likewise, MindelVK also did not leave a probe. Did not leave a pylon across the map. Ooh, as he lost it. Once again, the probe did get picked off. Aye, aye, aye. But here we go. Gerald moves out. He doesn't know there's two Stalkers, by the way. Does push off the ramp. There we go. We confirm the Stalkers, and Gerald, he does back off. The probe was able to come in for a follow-up scout. We're up to 3 Stalkers. And we're not stopping Stalker production, by the way. That's going to be a lot of Stalkers. Meanwhile, Mindel now going for his expansion. Gerald also delays the expansion for some tech. It is going to be for a Oracle opener. It is going to be for the Stargate. So Stargate is on the way. Mindel working on his 4th and 5th Stalker. Unfortunately, Mindel isn't quite in position. He does rotate around, but he does not have the Stalker lead. It has to back off. Does have to back off, does have to retreat. Gerald's pushing in. Moving up that ramp. Oh. Once again, running into the army. And really, we're just waiting for the Oracle. The Oracle is soon to be hitting the field. And there it is. We do get into the main. Shield batteries in position. We go for the stasis trap. Good reaction out of MindelVK. Does pull away. Should only get 1 probe stasis. Then can go back to mining. Now we can focus on his own aggression. Adepts in towards the main base. Do we react in time? Oh, we don't. Oh, no reaction. Gerald a little bit slow there with that probe, with that pylon, with the block. And probes are going down. This is insane. We got 5 worker kills already. Going to get 6. Oh, not quite. Just 5. Meanwhile, across the map, Gerald does the same. No shot. He gets into the main base. He reciprocates the damage, getting 6 probe kills. Again, that should not have happened. Both players slipping up. Both players take some damage. Mindel overextending a little bit. Let's reinforce. Gets a couple of extra hits in. Adepts are going to be cleaned up. Ooh. Yeah, trading 1 for 1. Yeah, MindelVK coming out a little bit on top, trading 2 for 2. Mindel does have a little bit of extra HP, and he will pull back. He does respect the ramp of Gerald. The aggression will subside, and as the dust settles, MindelVK does have a slight worker advantage. Is working on Blink, meanwhile so is Gerald. The Stargate opener wasn't really worth it, but I believe the Oracle is still alive. Yep, the Oracle is still alive outside the main, so it can always go in and can always potentially deal more damage. So we'll keep an eye on that Oracle. As we can, of course, bounce back with it. Meanwhile, we have Immortal production or Robo on the way for Immortals. Bit of a gateway explosion out of Gerald. We spoke about this in the last game, how Gerald does often go for a 3rd and 4th gateway before expanding. Speaking of, there's the expand. Again, Gerald just playing very safely. As Mindel sets up his own 3rd base as well. As we enter the mid-game here, I do want to give a slight edge to Mindel, but here comes Gerald, and he will deny the 3rd. Big moment. Big win for Gerald. Throws out his own. Containing MindelVK to 2 bases. Aye, aye, aye. He needs to expand. Oracle dipped in. Once again, we rotate around. Once again, we need to kill the probe. Another big delay. Mindel, he just wants to expand. He just wants a third base. Gerald's rotating around once again, but this time we should get it up and running. This time Mindel is in position. This time he's here to save that third. But again, this was slick moves out of Gerald, and just like that, he does take his own lead. Does take a lead. Has a Stalker lead as well, not just an economic one. Rotating around once again, MindelVK out of position. Uh-oh. Out of position. We do catch a couple of probes. Oh, almost. We dive on the army. We go straight for the Immortal as well. And Gerald, has he overextended, or is this going to be too much? As he's breaking on through, bleeding out a lot of Stalkers to get the Immortal. But it will be forced back. Ooh. Even bleeding out more Stalkers towards the end. Looking at the trades, Gerald bleeding out 11 Stalkers against the 6 of MindelVK, but he killed an Immortal. That may be worth it in the end. As Gerald is going for a Dark Shrine, interesting. I was not expecting that. DTs have potential, is what I will say. Do we have any observers? We do. We have one observer with the main army, only one though. So potentially we could get some damage done. There is potential for Gerald. Oh, pet your probes? Oh, there you go. Pat your probes. Pat them, pet them. Yeah. Pickle your probes. Oh. What would a pickled probe taste like? As we finally shut down that Oracle. Again, the Oracle didn't really pay for itself. Anyway, we've got a couple of revelations off. We got a save strap off here and there. Was eventually shut down. But again, Gerald pushing on the right-hand side. Let's come across a pylon. We'll get a kill. Nice pickup. Very nice pickup there from Gerald. Another pylon thrown down. Gerald, he may pick that one off as well. Yeah, it does come across it. Does shut it down. The pickups there from Gerald. So he's just sharking around. He's like, yo, do you want to give me some more pylons? Do you want to just burn some more money? Give, Papi, give. He likes it. Hallucination Scout trying to get a read on things. Fourth base is on the way for Gerald. Fourth base also on the way for MindelVK. Army is moving out. Oh, this is not a fight that Gerald can take. Has to be careful. Again, pushing into Immortals like that is not something he can afford right now. Calm down, Bobby. Calm down. At the same time, here come the DTs. But we have cannons. We have cannons in position. The Prism goes down. DTs in the main base and the Natural, but we were set up for it so well. They kill some pylons. They depower the forges. Pretty good, actually. Very nicely done. And Mindel, he's leaving, by the way. He feels like he's cleaned this up, but no, there's still a DT in the main. And it did just slip by. Again, these Dark Templar didn't really do too much damage, but they bought time. They bought some time. They delay these upgrades, of course. They give Gerald the opportunity to bounce back and catch up in his own upgrades. He is behind. He's only got one forge going, and he is behind with +2. It is later. There we go. MindelVK is pushing. And look at the armies. What do we have to work with? Mindel, he has a higher Stalker count. He's down in Immortals. Catches an Archon. Gets an Archon. Shield batteries aren't done, by the way. Site defense is delayed, but it looks like we do have enough to hold on. Yeah, big overextension. Immortal goes down. Mindel just ramming his head into a brick wall, and the wall stands strong. Good defense there by Gerald. Site defense finishes up just in time. We have the Bay done, and Disruptors are on the way. Gerald, now that we've entered the mid-game, is refining his army and just getting further ahead here. Disruptors are the ideal, and MindelVK does not have them to work with. He only has Stalkers. Stalkers and Immortals. That's all we have. Uh-oh. Now, MindelVK can outposition Gerald. That is true. Like we saw earlier, we can see him like rotate around and, you know, maybe hit the right-hand side and snipe a base, maybe catch a couple of workers, maybe catch a disruptor. But in a head-to-head fight, I have to give the edge to Gerald. Have to give him the edge. With those purification Novas. Those Novas available. Slogs are pushing in. Forcing the overcharge. A bit of an overreaction. Mindel does clean up a couple of pylons on the right-hand side. You can see him being active. Very necessary here. Gerald is expanding. We got Eisenwald would be fit. Ooh, Observer gets sniped. Good move there from Gerald. As Mindel, he denies the right-hand side, denies the base. Catches a Zealot. Forcing a defensive warp in. Mindel rotating around. Oh! Not quite catching the disruptors, but he wants to. He wants them, Papi. He's going in. The Nova! Big connection. Blink was 1 second too late. We dive on the army, but the Novas, they will connect. One of them will, and so will another. Mindel plummeting in supply, forced to recall. He killed how many disruptors? 4. 4 disruptors, but for so many stalkers. Ay, not worth it. Gerald maintains his supply lead, and he's making 2 disruptors at a time, already replacing what he just lost. 5th base is on the way. It was denied. It was cancelled. Was cancelled here, as we could end up in a weird base trade. A base trade that I have to favor Gerald in, where Gerald, he's pushing towards the left towards the fresh mining base. So is MindelVK. DT kind of gets caught out. Gerald, he does commit. He goes for the Nexus. We'll get a kill. The base will go down, and Mindel is going to keep on pushing. Does keep on pushing here. Takes down the base. Boys are being pulled. The Nexus will fall. And Gerald turns around. He comes back home. That's a kill on the Nexus. But Gerald, he's coming back home. He wants to fight. Loses the disruptor. And Mindel, do we have a recall? Speaking of, did you recall back home? We blink. Ooh, big Nova connects. A big connection on MindelVK. You can see him plummet in supply. He's being chased down. Immortals are going down as well in the retreat. Not like this. Every Immortal falls. We have 4 base versus 4 base, and Gerald does have the supply lead. Does have the larger army. Again, the purification Novas, the connections were just a little bit too good. He still has more disruptors left over. He still has more disruptors. Oh. Gerald rotates around. Heads towards the center at the same time. Big DT counterattack. The base is going to be denied. That's going to be a kill, not a cancel on the Nexus. Novas go off. Once again, big connections, and that may just be it at this point. Too many Novas to the face. It's happened like, what, a good 3 times now. We've had some juicy connections. Mindel still trying to keep up here. Did lose the base. Down 10 stalkers. Down in the soup. What does MindelVK have? Probes. He's up in workers. He has a probe lead. It's helping. But that's still an uphill battle. And we're checking the right-hand side. Going for another pseudo base trade here. Stalkers are spotted. They'll take them in. Good trade here from Mindel. The Concave is far better here for the Blue Protoss, but the blink is forced. Yeah, we're zoning the army away with those disruptors. So the base is going to be cancelled. Gerald, he cannot be engaged. Not like this. Just always has a Nova ready to go, ready to pop off. He's got 5 disruptors. Barely don't quite catch the army. Shaving off a couple of those stalkers. Zealots are amassing. Zealots actually going for a run by. You can see MindelVK, he knows he cannot take a fight, he cannot engage. Now because the disruptors, the observers, sorry, the observers are all gonna go down. Oof, expensive loss there for Mindel. Bleeding out, what was that, like 4 or 5 observers? The Prism gets caught as well. If we lose all the observers, then we can get in, we can just pop off with DTs. As once again, Novas, they connect! They connect with the Stalkers, they shut them all down, and it looks like that's all she wrote. That's all we had left. We blink on forward. Big Zealot run by towards the north. It is going to get some damage done. We take down the base, but the main army of Gerald will not be stopped. It will not be slowed down, not anymore. DT is going to be harassing. Shutting down these bases, they're wandering all over the place. Gerald taking another expansion. GG gets called, and Gerald will fight back, claws his way back in, pulls off the reverse sweep, and we'll take the series 2-1. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to Gerald as he does redeem himself. He fights back, he bounces back. GG. Congratulations. Congratulations, Papi. We have our second finalist. So we have the grand finals ready for us. Geralt advances on, and it is going to be a grand finals between Nice and Geralt. We're switching servers over. We're hopping over to Land of the Americas. But a big shout out to MindelVK because he did well for himself. Did perform beautifully here. Having a good showing, a good performance, making it to the semis. Did get knocked down by Geralt, but he should be feeling proud. He took down Cristiano and he forced Geralt to the ace match. Very nice play out of MindelVK. GG, well played. His run does end here, but a good run nonetheless. With that, we are heading over to Land of the Americas. We are getting ready for the grand finals. Before the finals, we have La Rifa. We have a raffle. We have our raffle. Here we go. If you're curious, the raffle? La Rifa? What are you on about? What's happening? Let me show you. Un momento here, un momento, por favor, as we are getting ready for the raffle. Bam, switching our scenes over. We can have a look at the bracket, of course. We can see the run of our players. Nice making it to the finals. Geralt as well. They've all advanced on through. And now, it is time for the random participation raffle. Let's go. As you can see here, we do have it ready for us. We have 15 eligible players. This week, we had 15 players in the Sparkling Tuna Cup, and every single one is eligible for the random raffle. They are all eligible. Again, it is great to see. The way this works is that if you participated, if you signed up, and if you played a series, then you are eligible for the raffle. If you signed up, if you checked in, and if you forfeited, if you had a walkover, then that is when you are ineligible. That is when we do not count you as a part of the raffle. So you have to actually take part. And again, this is just a great way to spread the love, to give a little bit of extra prize pool and prize money to players outside of top 2. You know, top 2 get paid out, and right now, that would change if we did get a little bit more support on Patreon, if we were able to grow the Patreon. But outside of that, it's just a way to incentivize participation and to spread that love to other players. Again, it is random. It could be a finalist. We could be seeing 5 USD given to either Nice or even Geralt and boost their prize pool even further. Or we could see it given to someone who got knocked out in the first round. If you remember, last week, this random raffle was given to Roselia, the Korean Terran, someone who did get knocked out in the first round. So Roselia was able to earn some money there, more than players that made it into the quarterfinals and even the semis, which is saying something. But here we go. We're getting ready, and congratulations to our random raffle winner this week. It is Shameless. Oh my god. Congratulations to Shameless, the Protoss player who I believe got knocked out by Gerald. Let me just double check. We can see it here. Yeah, you can see at the bottom half of the bracket, Gerald versus Shameless. Gerald did take down Shameless 2-0. Shameless got knocked out in the quarterfinals, but will walk away with 5 USD. Congratulations. Congratulations to Shameless. Again, we do have some other players available here that we're quote-unquote runner-ups. Doesn't really mean anything, but you have Cristiano there, Frosty Phoenix, Gerald, Eon, Azura. They barely didn't make the cut. Shameless makes it instead. Congratulations. Congratulations, Pappy. Congratulations. He wins La Rifa, Pappy. GG. With that out of the way, we can now pay out the pay out the predictions. True. We can pay out those predictions, and we can get ready for the grand finals. Vetoes are underway. Vetoes are underway, and the finals will soon be ready. As a reminder, it's going to be a best of 5 grand finals, a PvP between Gerald and Nice. So we're going to be going on a very short break. When we return, we will have our final series of the night. See you soon. See you soon. Take this moment to hold on, what are the new ones? Take this moment to I'm scrolling up. Who are they? Take this moment to applaud your adepts, snuggle your SCVs, wash your Widowmines, and caress your carriers. Take this moment to do all of that and then some, and we will be back with the grand finals. See you soon.